Okay. Clear time for these enemies. These are not the same clear times as the first one, it's the clear times of the second time I had to play this. So here we go, we see the credits. It shows the enemies, their intro, and it gives us the clear time. The second one is much better, it gives us the clear time, the name, and the pilot name, and everything. Pretty much right now, it's just a bore. So yeah, all of these bosses are easy to beat in under a minute. And let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 12 or so many bosses, so this is a pretty short game. You paid $50 for this game and you better enjoy it. However, there is a hidden hard mode. I do not believe this hard mode exploits any more bots than necessary, though. Will I be playing the hard mode? The hard mode makes the AI act a little quicker, more damage, and some other things. Pretty much it'd be kind of useless for me to do it unless I read it and find more information or more people show up. It could also be something like a rematch. Oh ho, you have returned. Or something like that. It could probably also give us a true ending, but no. I wonder how long it took me to beat the final boss. Final boss is beatable without the V-chip. The V-chip makes it kind of easier and harder. If you use it at the wrong time, harder. If you use it at the right time, easier. As you can see, it can destroy anything with one supercharged hit. By the way, if that's exactly how the game looks, it looks decent, but if it isn't and it's messed up by the emulator, then oh well. And that should be the end of the game. But now we have the credits, which means I have to talk more. At least I think they're the credits. Is anything showing up? Ah, Battle Clash. There we are. Now, I believe that all of the Super Scope and Wii Zappa games should be transported to the Virtual Console. In fact, that would probably be the best thing ever. Because the Virtual Console is already basically the best light gun game you can ever create if you actually work on that. Nobody decides to work on that, and it makes us sad. What do we get? We got House of the Dead, and pretty much that's the only major light gun game out there. There are probably others that I don't know about, so I'm absolutely wrong. But that's the one that I know. So we have the programmers, we have slow music here, and there's not much else to say. Now, I'm gonna play the second one. There are a few things I have to say about the second one. There are 2 different pilots and 2 different mechs that you can choose. However, you have to beat the game first. There's also, I believe, a 3rd mech. I will double check this. I will double check it, and I will also make sure if that is correct, and I can pilot it. The second game, the basic mech, works differently. We'll get to that when we get to it. There are a lot more enemies, and there is, guaranteed, to be a second player. There's a very powerful second player option. This allows the second player to control the enemy mech and allows the first player to try to shoot him up. It works by pressing buttons on the control pad in order to activate combos. You can also slide left and right and use the attacks as you wish. It's interesting. It's not as fluid or smooth as I like, but if they make a 3rd version for the Wii, I believe it would be the most awesomest thing ever. In any case, there's no way to... I don't believe there's no way to second player the first machine, because that would be silly. If you ever noticed in the bottom left corner, there was a little arrow in the amount of distance that went up to 99 or something. That showed how far the enemy was, but that would still be useless because the second player would have to go left and right and try to get to it. I'm glad they didn't do it, because I don't believe the Super Nintendo would be able to accurately control how the hits work. In any case, the credits are long, they're slow, and it just tries to give you a break. In fact, we might need another video for the credits. Oh god. That would be terrible. In any case, what do I give this game? NoobTube Army rating. Back then, $50, I believe it was cost. It was this short, and it was for the Super Scope. Shoot. I would have to give it a thumbs down for the $50. If it was $30 back then, I'd probably give it thumbs up. $50 for this. It's not long. But then again, video games back then were kind of not long, kind of short. Alright, secret command. Use controller 1. Title screen. Press the L and select buttons, and let the real battle begin. Well, this is Battle Clash. The first one. There was a second one created, and I hope to God that a third one's created on the Wii. That's all, folks. Laters. Yow.